Yeah, no problem.
Okay, first question I have to ask everyone this. Just tell us who you are and what you do a little about yourself.
My name is Matt Pittman. I play bass and sing backup vocals in the band The Fold.
Okay. Um, so how long have you been in the music industry, to say?
I've been in the music industry since I was about 17 years old.
Oh,
I
wow.
started playing music in a band called Starstruck. We were like a pop punk kind of band. We played till about 2003 or 4. We used to play all over Chicagoland area, and then we toured the country a couple times.
Dang.
And then from there, I just did a couple miscellaneous projects, and I joined the Fold in 2009, I think.
Okay,
Playing
this...
since then.
Keep going. If you got more.
Yeah, so I mean, sporadically since I was 17, I've been in the music industry some way or another. Those obviously were the more serious projects. I've been in some cover bands that were just fun, and we just play at random bars and stuff. But yeah, that's how long I've been doing it.
Okay, this is probably a dumb question I'm asking anyway. How hard is there any easy part in this job, or is it kind of just getting there is a real hard part?
The easy part of the job is just loving music. I mean, when you're passionate about something and you have so much joy doing it, it's really easy to write music. It's really fun to write music, and when you're doing it with people that you enjoy, collaborating with and writing songs with, then it's awesome.
Right.
So that, to me, that's the easy part of the industry.
Okay, like how hard was your road to getting to where you are now? I'm assuming there was some struggles and hardships.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, getting your name out there to start with is really tough. You have to really work at promoting yourself, and at times it's hard to get people to listen, because when you start saying, "Hey, check out my band," or "Check this out," or "You got to listen to this," they immediately are like, "No, no, no, get away from me! Like, I don't know you. I don't want to listen to this." Like, if it was really that good, I would have already heard it.
Right. So do you
So
think...
yeah, there definitely is some hurdles that you have to
Right.
make in the music industry. You just have to really persevere and push hard, and you'll get there at some point or another.
So do you say the quote rock star lifestyle, is that like all it's cracked up to be, like how like we see it as glamour, you get the girls, you get like the money, the music, all that?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot more that goes behind the scenes that doesn't necessarily support that. I mean, yes, you do get some of that fame from being in the limelight of playing music. Chicks are all about it, and yeah, there's a lot of glam there. But what people don't see is that if you go out on the road and you're touring on a tour, you're literally working 24/7. There's no real comfortable times. Mine, it's like, hey, we check into a hotel and we relax for a few hours. But for the most days you're driving, whether you're driving on a tour bus or a van or whatever, and let's say you have a driver that's driving, you're still on the road. It's not like you can just say, oh, hey, I'm going to go grab some food or go do this. Like, you're literally driving from point A to point B to get to your next show. So you have to stay on schedule, and you have to really follow through on your whole itinerary of that day. So it's cool, it's awesome, and after the show, it's usually where you feel the glamour, like, oh yeah, we played a show, there's chicks that want to hang out and all this stuff. But you didn't see the whole day where you woke up at 6 a.m. and hit the road and drove for 8 hours, and then got there and then loaded all your gear in, and then set up merch, and then talk to fans for 5 hours, and then play the show, and then talk to fans for more time, and then so it's a long day.
Right.
But it's
Did...
cool, and if you're passionate about it and you love it, it's awesome. It's not cumbersome. It's great. But people don't always see that. They always just see the good in that startup. They're like, oh wow, that guy that's going to be so easy just to show up and play and leave. It's not that easy. So,
Okay.
sorry, I probably rambled a little.
Oh no, that's
too much
perfectly
on that
fine.
one.
The longer the better.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Did you have any? Did you like see anyone like any musicians per se you saw them? You're like they're really good. I want to like do that with my life. Like any
Oh, yeah,
influences?
tons of musicians. I mean, throughout my whole life, I saw musicians and was like, wow, I would love to, learn how to play my instrument the way that they play, or I'd love to emulate their live show and try to, mirror what they have going. You always have to look up, to other people in higher positions and always strive to be in that position, or always strive to make yourself better at your craft,
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're a drummer or a bass player or a guitar player or a singer, you always want to look at what other musicians are doing and say, hey, what can I learn from them to make myself better? So, yeah, but definitely throughout my whole musical career, I've always looked around and said, wow, I should be doing this or that to be the best, possible musician I can be.
Can you think of a few musicians that like inspired you like off the top of your head right now, or just?
Yeah, I mean, guys like, Stevie Ray Vaughan, amazing guitar player and singer. I mean, holy cow, that guy is so talented. To see the stuff, and I never actually saw him live, but I would watch like videos of him, and I was just like, holy cow, this guy is, so amazing. I they do want to be a better guitar player, and I still to this day could never even play, basically a fraction of what that guy could play. And in terms of bands like that are closer to the genre of music I play, I mean, I always looked up to a band, a punk band, No Effects. They're one of my favorite bands.
Oh yeah.
Really, really good, really talented. And what I think I really liked about them was that they never were willing to sell out and do what everybody else was doing. They basically just had the mentality of like, this is what we're doing, and we don't care what anybody thinks. We're just going to do it. We don't want to be signed to a major record label. We want to do it our own way, and if you don't like it, it's off. I always thought that was really cool because they made it just fine on their own. Probably better than if they were on a record label because they might have ruined that, that element that they had about them that made them so different. Trying to think. I mean, I could probably go on for hours, so I'll just maybe keep it at that for right now.
That's more than fine. When you guys like the guys in the fold, when you guys go on stage, do you ever think someone will like hear your music and be like inspired you with like No Effects and Stevie Ray Vaughan to go into like the music industry after seeing you guys play or something?
Wait, say that again?
'Cause I kind of spilling fast, but like you guys in the fold, like I know you said like No Effects and Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired you kind of to be a musician. Do you think someone will see a fold show and be like, man, these guys are good. I want to be music guys like they are?
Yes, actually, I've heard people, at shows say that. We actually did a FaceTime chat with the guy that he did the Kickstarter backing, and he donated money in order to do like a live chat, and then he bought the vinyl and all those other rewards. He spent that extra money to do like a one-on-one face chat interview with him, and he was the coolest dude, and he was just saying, man, you guys have really inspired me, like your songwriting inspired me, and he actually plays in a band. He's part of a church group where he plays on a worship team, and he was just telling us like, wow, I'm inspired by what you guys do, and it's made me want to be a better musician and write better songs and a guitar player and all this. And we're like, oh yeah, cool, that's really awesome. That's kind of one of the reasons why this is so amazing for us as musicians to write music and then have other people say the same things that we feel about our peers that we look up to. But we checked out his stuff and we were like, wow, guy's pretty awesome. Like, I'm honored that he was looking up to us because he's pretty darn good. So it was really cool to see that.
Right.